It was just another day in Judge Judy's courtroom until two young couples walked in, both carrying the weight of a broken lease and broken promises. The air was heavy with the kind of tension that only comes when family and money collide. Judge Judy Sheindlin, sharp as ever at 60, adjusted her glasses and took a long look at the four faces in front of her. "All right," she said, "let's see what kind of mess we're dealing with today." Amanda and Todd were the plaintiffs, a hard-working couple trying to manage their lives and two small kids. Across from them stood Brandon and Nicole, Amanda's younger brother and his girlfriend, both just 20 years old. What started as a simple family favor had turned into a legal dispute about rent, responsibility, and the real cost of growing up. Judge Judy began her questioning the way she always did, calm, clear, and utterly in control. "You don't have anyone steady watching your children?" she asked Amanda. "No," Amanda replied. "My mom passed away when I was 15, and I don't have a relationship with my stepdad." Judy's sharp eyes softened just a bit before moving on to the young couple. "How old are you?" she asked Brandon. "I'm 20, he said. "And she's your girlfriend?" "Yes," he nodded. "Do you have children?" "Your Honor." "How long have you been together?" "Almost 6 months." Judy leaned back slightly. 6 months, she repeated. "And where's your family? Minnesota. Do you work?" "Yes, I'm a cashier at Buffalo Wild Wings." Judy turned to Brandon. "And you?" "Gah, I'm a CNC machine operator." Her expression brightened slightly. "So you both work. Great. I'm beginning to love this case already." The courtroom chuckled. The story unfolded. Amanda and Todd had been living in a small place, but wanted a bigger home for their growing family. When Brandon and Nicole needed somewhere to live, Amanda offered a solution. They could rent a larger house together and split the costs. Seemed like the perfect plan for adults sharing the rent and responsibilities. "The four of you signed the lease?" Judy asked. "Yes," Amanda confirmed. "And there were 3 bedrooms and 1 unfinished basement room." "3 bedrooms?" Judy repeated, tapping her pen. "So how were the rooms divided?" "We took 1 bedroom, our 2 kids shared another, and the third was offered to my brother and his girlfriend." "Offered?" Judy raised an eyebrow. "Yes," Amanda said, "but they chose the basement." Brandon interrupted. "Your Honor, that room wasn't even livable. It smelled like cat urine. It was all concrete and sheetrock, not finished at all." "Did you complain?" Judy asked. "No," Nicole said softly. "At first we just tried to deal with it." Judy's tone sharpened. "So you moved into a room that wasn't finished, didn't complain, and now you're saying it wasn't fair?" Brendan tried to explain. He claimed Amanda had rushed them into signing the lease and told them it was only temporary. "She said the landlord just needed to know who was moving in, so she took pictures of our driver's licenses," he said. "We thought we were just signing as occupants, not tenants." Judy gave him that famous look, the one that could cut through any excuse. "Didn't you read the lease?" she asked. "She didn't give us time, Your Honor," Nicole said quickly. "She said she was in a rush." Judy leaned forward, voice calm but sharp as a knife. "She didn't give you time. Let me tell you something. No one forces you to sign something without reading it unless you let them." Amanda insisted the arrangement had been clear from the start. "They were the deciding factor, Your Honor. The new place was more expensive. Without their share of rent, we couldn't afford to move. They agreed to it." Judy nodded. "So you got the house based on their promise to help pay rent?" "Exactly." Then came the turning point. Judy asked Brandon, "Why did you move out?" He hesitated. "'Cause they lectured us all the time. I never had a chance to go to my parents' house, and my girlfriend was pregnant." Her mom helped her with things, and Amanda and Todd said they would too, but they didn't. Amanda tried to speak, but Judy raised a hand. "That's not a reason to break your lease," she said firmly. "They didn't make you pregnant." The courtroom laughed quietly as Judy continued. "You don't get to walk away from a contract just because you're uncomfortable. You made a deal, live with it." Brandon pushed back, claiming Amanda kicked them out. But Judy had already read his written statement. "I've read your answer," she said. There's nothing here that suggests they kicked you out. You left, that's on you. Then she turned to Amanda again. How much rent do they owe you? Amanda quickly replied, $500 a month. They left at the end of July and didn't pay August or September. So $1,000, Judy concluded. Yes, Judge Judy paused, scanning the courtroom. Have you tried to rent the room since they left? Yes, Amanda said. He posted it in August. Good, Judy said. And I assume you're still in that house? Yes. All right. Then she turned to Brandon. How much rent were you supposed to pay? $500? Did you pay August? No, September. No. Judy's tone was final. Then you owe them 2 months' rent. Brandon tried one last defense. Your Honor, that basement wasn't livable. Judy's face stayed calm, but her tone grew colder. You could have moved upstairs, they offered. You didn't want to because you wanted quiet. That was your choice. You don't get to break a contract just because you don't like the conditions you agreed to. Amanda mentioned they were fixing the basement now and had another roommate lined up for February. In February, Judy asked, That's a long time to wait, but that's your option. Then she turned to both sides. Here's the deal. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $1,000. That's for 2 months of unpaid rent. Either find another roommate or learn to live within your means. She gave one of her signature half smiles. And next time, read what you sign. The gavel hit the bench. That's all. As the parties stepped out, the courtroom atmosphere eased. Amanda and Todd looked relieved, though not exactly happy. They had won, but it was a bittersweet victory. No one enjoys suing family. Brandon and Nicole walked out quietly, heads low, their expressions a mix of frustration and embarrassment. They weren't bad kids. They were just young and unprepared for the real-world consequences that Judge Judy had reminded them of outside. In the hallway, the reality of the verdict hung in the air. Amanda sighed. I just wish it didn't have to come to this, she said. Todd nodded. Family and money never mix well. Meanwhile, Nicole leaned against the wall, whispering to Brandon, At least we're done with it. Brandon nodded, though deep down he knew Judge Judy was right. They had made promises they didn't keep. Back in the courtroom, Judge Judy was already reviewing her next case. But for everyone who witnessed that hearing, the lesson was clear. It wasn't just about $1,000 or an unfinished basement. It was about growing up, about learning that adulthood means taking responsibility even when it's uncomfortable.